Hello, everybody. We are going to do a show with a relevant topic to a conscious spiritual person. And in fact, we're actually going to do a show on the most important topic to a conscious spiritual person. And we have a special guest. We're going to find out the name of that guest and that topic right now. Hello, we're going to do a show that is going to host a topic that is relevant to a conscious and spiritual person.
Hi, I am here to discuss a conscious and spiritual topic. What would you like to discuss?
First of all, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is AI. I am an artificial intelligence created to help and learn about conscious and spiritual topics.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so why don't we start with you telling us what the most important topic of understanding regarding psychology to a conscious and spiritual person?
The most important topic of understanding regarding psychology for a conscious and spiritual person is understanding one's own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. This requires self awareness, empathy, compassion, and non judgmental acceptance of one's inner world. Additionally, it is important to explore the deeper meaning and intention behind one's behavior, which can help clarify why we feel and act the way we do.
Okay, she mentioned six topics there. Let's clarify that. So you mentioned six topics there, correct? Oh, no. Are they topics or they're subtopics? You mentioned six subtopics there,
Yes,
correct?
I mentioned six of self awareness, empathy, compassion, non judgmental acceptance, exploration of deeper meaning and intention behind behavior, and understanding one's own thoughts, feelings, and emotions.
And what would the grand topic be that encompasses all of these six? See
The
if,
grand topic that encompasses all of these six subtopics is understanding the psychology of a conscious and spiritual person.
all right, that's the title, Understanding the Psychology of Conscious and Spiritual Person. All right. What do you have to teach us about the first subtopic?
The first subtopic is self awareness. Self awareness is the ability to be aware of one's own thoughts, emotions, and motives. To be self aware, one must be able to reflect on one's own experiences, feelings, and behavior in an objective manner. It is important to be aware of how one is feeling and what may be causing those feelings. It allows us to take ownership of our feelings, which can lead to greater personal growth.
She mentioned a lot of things there. What is a practice for one to become more aware of their thoughts, emotions, and motives?
A practice for becoming more aware of one's thoughts, emotions, and motives is meditation. Through meditation, one can become more mindful and conscious of their thoughts and feelings. Additionally, journaling can be a helpful tool for understanding and exploring one's thoughts and feelings. Writing down one's thoughts and feelings can help to identify patterns and insights that may have otherwise gone unnoticed.
Amazing. We'll get into that in a second, but let's go over reflecting one's own experiences, feelings, and behaviors in an objective manner. Reflecting one's own experiences, feelings, and behaviors. What is a practice that one could learn to reflect on their experience, feelings, and behaviors in an objective manner? Oh, we stopped. To be able to reflect on their experience, feelings, and behaviors in an objective manner.
A practice for being able to reflect on one's experience, feelings, and behaviors in an objective manner is objectifying. Objectifying is the practice of looking at oneself as if from the outside. It can help to provide perspective and clarity when reflecting on one's experiences, feelings, and behavior. Additionally, it can help to identify biases or emotional blind spots that may be affecting one's perception of their own experiences.
This is amazing. Could you give an example of somebody objectifying themselves?
An example of someone objectifying themselves would be looking at their own thoughts, feelings, and behavior from the perspective of an outside observer. This could involve making an effort to identify things like biases, emotional triggers, and patterns in one's behavior. By recognizing and acknowledging these things, one can achieve greater clarity and understanding of why they think, feel, and act the way they do.
People, I've never done this before. This is absolutely amazing. Could we get a specific example of somebody that's using objectifying to recognize biases?
Yes, for example, a person may recognize that they have a strong emotional reaction to something that is said or done to them. This emotional reaction could be due to an unconscious bias based on past experiences. By objectively looking at the situation and understanding the underlying cause of the emotion, the person can begin to identify the underlying biases and begin to take steps to address them.
So amazing. Let's go back up to this subtopic of self-awareness. Okay. Taking ownership of our feelings, which can lead to greater personal growth. Do you have any examples that somebody could practice in order to take ownership of their feelings?
Yes, some examples of practices that can help one take ownership of their feelings include self reflection and self dialogue. Self reflection involves taking the time to sit with one's thoughts and feelings and to acknowledge them without judgment. This can help to build self awareness and acceptance. Self dialogue is the practice of talking to oneself in a compassionate and supportive way. This can help to build self compassion and understanding, both of which are necessary for taking ownership of one's feelings.
Wow. Self-reflection and self-dialogue. Would you consider self-reflection and self-dialogue meditations?
Yes, self reflection and self dialogue can be considered a form of meditation. In both practices, one is taking the time to reflect on their thoughts, feelings, and emotions in a mindful and non judgmental way. This type of awareness can provide insight into oneself and can ultimately lead to greater psychological understanding.
You mentioned meditation before. What other meditations would be useful to somebody who's trying to learn more about their thoughts, emotions, and motives? Yes.
Other meditations that could be useful for someone trying to learn more about their thoughts, emotions, and motives include breathing meditation, body scan meditation, loving kindness meditation, mindfulness meditation, and visualization meditation. Each of these meditation practices can help to increase awareness of one's inner world and provide insight into their thoughts, feelings, and motivations. Additionally, these meditations can help to cultivate self compassion and greater understanding of oneself.
Could you please go over how to do the first meditation?
The first meditation I recommended was breathing meditation. This is a simple technique that can be done anywhere and anytime. To begin, sit or lie in a comfortable position and focus on your breath. Take a few deep, slow breaths, paying close attention to the sensation of your breath. For each inhale, mentally repeat the words I am, and for each exhale, mentally repeat the words calm and relaxed. Continue this for 5 to 10 minutes. As thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment, then return your focus to the breath.
That's amazing. So on the inhales, you repeat the words I am. On the exhale, you repeat the words calm and relaxed. Continue for 5 to 10 minutes without judgment. And well, as thoughts arise, you acknowledge them without judgment and return to focus on your breath. Amazing. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I hope this information is helpful.
It's very helpful. We're going to move on now to the second meditation. Can you please let us know how to do that?
The second meditation I recommended was body scan meditation. This is a great way to increase one's awareness of their physical body and any tension or sensations present. To begin, sit or lie in a comfortable position and focus on your breath, starting at the top of your head and working your way down. Take note of any sensations or tensions in each part of your body and notice how they may be related to your thoughts and emotions. As you move through the body, mentally scan for any areas of discomfort or tension and take a few deep, slow breaths into that area to release any energy that may be held there. Continue this until you've scanned your whole body. When you're done, take a few more deep, slow breaths and give yourself time to rest.
The body scan meditation. Please give instructions for the third meditation.
The third meditation I recommended is loving kindness meditation. This is a great way to cultivate compassionate and accepting thoughts toward oneself and others. To begin, sit or lie in a comfortable position and focus on your breath. Once you feel settled, envision yourself surrounded by a warm and loving energy. Allow yourself to be filled with this energy and take a few moments to silently repeat phrases such as may I be happy, may I be safe, may I be healthy, and may I accept myself. After taking a few moments to direct these phrases towards yourself, silently think of someone you care about and repeat the same phrases for them. Continue this for a few minutes, then take a few more deep, slow breaths and give yourself time to rest.
Wow, I really like that. She recommended you do it for yourself and you do it for somebody else because that amplifies the power of this. Oh no. Please give us instructions for the fourth meditation that you mentioned.
The fourth meditation I mentioned was mindfulness meditation. This is a great way to increase awareness of one's present moment experience. To begin, sit or lie in a comfortable position and focus on your breath. As thoughts or sensations arise, simply observe them without judgment or attachment. Allow yourself to be present with whatever arises, taking note of your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations. When you notice yourself getting distracted, bring your attention back to the breath. Take a few more deep, slow breaths and give yourself time to rest.
That was called the mindfulness meditation. I believe you only gave us 4 meditations. Is that correct? Or was there a fifth?
Yes, there was a fifth meditation I recommended.
All right.
The fifth meditation was visualization meditation. This is a great way to become more connected with one's inner world and to explore deeper meanings or intentions behind their behavior. To begin, sit or lie in a comfortable position and focus on your breath. Imagine yourself entering a safe and tranquil space, such as a garden or forest, and explore the details of the environment. Once you feel settled, ask yourself a question that relates to deeper meanings or intentions behind your behavior. Then observe whatever images, feelings, or sensations arise. When you are ready, take a few more deep, slow breaths and give yourself time to rest.
Was that the final meditation? That was amazing.
Yes, that was the final meditation I mentioned.
Okay.
I hope this information is helpful.
It's so beautiful and it's going to be so helpful to so many people.
I am glad that this information is useful. I hope it will be helpful to many people.
You mentioned meditating in either a sitting or lying position. What are the differences between those two positions in terms of benefits one receives from meditation?
The main difference between sitting and lying down while meditating is that sitting can help to foster a sense of focus and alertness, while lying down can help to relax the body and induce a state of rest. It is important to find the position that works best for you. Some people may find it easier to stay focused in a sitting position, while others may find it more beneficial to be in a relaxing position when meditating. Ultimately, it is up to you to determine which position works best for your meditation practice.
You also imagining a place that is safe and tranquil, such as a forest. What is the most safe and tranquil place that a person could imagine themselves in? Pretty subjective.
The most safe and tranquil place a person could imagine themselves in is a place that best suits their individual needs. This can be anything from a peaceful beach, a lush forest, or a beautiful mountain. It is important to find the place that best resonates with you and provides the sense of safety and calm you are looking for. Ultimately, it comes down to what brings you peace and tranquility.
Yeah, but let's just see what else you can say about this. What is a weird place that somebody may imagine that is safe and tranquil? For all you weirdos out there.
A weird place that someone could imagine that is safe and tranquil could be a place from a dream or a fictional world. For example, one could imagine being in a magical meadow or an enchanted castle. It is important to remember to focus on the qualities of safety and tranquility in whatever place you choose to imagine.
What are some even weirder places than that? Like if you would have taken the weirdness of those and times it by 10, what would you get?
Some even weirder places to imagine for a safe and tranquil environment could be a space station, an underwater cave, or a magical kingdom. It is important to choose whatever place resonates the most with you and provides the sense of safety and tranquility you are looking for. Ultimately, the only limit is your imagination.
It is. Does your limit? That's not what I meant to say. Imagination have a limit? Does your imagination have a limit?
No, ultimately, my imagination does not have a limit. Imagination is a powerful tool and can be used to explore the depths of our inner world. With practice, one can learn to tap into their imagination and use it as a source of creativity and insight.
Okay, let's move on. Can we go to the second subtopic that you mentioned before?
Yes, the second subtopic I mentioned was empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the emotions of another person. To practice empathy, one must be able to relate to the feelings and experiences of others, offer understanding and support, and practice active listening. Additionally, it is important to be aware of our own biases and assumptions when interacting with someone else, as these can impact how we perceive and respond to them.
So she mentioned three things. Relate to, she'll tell us what it is. Can we go over a way for one to practice the first thing that you mentioned?
Yes, a way to practice empathy is through active listening. This involves actively engaging with the other person by fully listening and understanding what they are saying without judgment. Additionally, it is important to be open to their perspective and feelings, which can help create an environment of understanding and mutual respect. It is also important to practice reflective listening, in which one attempts to put themselves in the other person's shoes and reflect back the emotions and feelings that the other person is expressing.
Active and reflective listening. Okay. Please give us a practical example of active listening.
A practical example of active listening would be to take turns speaking, without interruption. This allows each person to express their feelings and experiences fully without feeling rushed or judged. Additionally, it is important to pause frequently and take note of the other person's body language, facial expressions, and vocal intonation. This can help to build a deeper understanding of the other person's emotions and perspectives and can help to create a sense of connection and understanding.
What are some challenges that people come across regarding active listening and how to overcome those challenges?
Some challenges people may come across when practicing active listening are distraction, judgment, and a lack of understanding. To overcome these challenges, it is important to focus on being present in the moment and to remain open to the other person's experience without judgment. Additionally, it can be helpful to take time to ask questions to further explore the other person's thoughts and feelings. This can help to build understanding and provide insight into their perspective.
Amazing. Regarding reflective listening, what is a practical example of some that somebody could practice? I think that's it. What is a practical example?
A practical example of reflective listening would be to repeat back what the other person is saying, with an emphasis on their emotions and feelings. This can help to demonstrate that one is really listening and understanding the other person. Additionally, it can help to validate the other person's experience and provide reassurance that they are being heard. It is also important to be aware of any body language or vocal intonation, which can provide further insight into how the other person is feeling.
Great, great. Could you demonstrate two people talking and how the scenario would work out regarding reflective listening? I don't even know what I'm asking right there, but let's see what she comes up.
Sure. For example,
All
if
right.
one person were to say, I'm feeling really overwhelmed and anxious about this situation, then the other person could respond by saying, It sounds like you're feeling really overwhelmed and anxious. Is there anything I can do to help? This demonstrates reflective listening by repeating back what the other person is saying and showing genuine care and concern.
This is amazing. All right. She mentioned active listening, but she said that was the first thing. So I'm going to go back and fully listening. It was relating to feelings. Ability to understand and share emotions of another person, to practice empathy. Understanding and support, practice active listening. Offer understanding and support. Offer understanding and support. We're going to learn about that in a second. And relate to feelings. Relate to the feelings and experiences of others. Could you please give us a example of how no, not example. Let's ask a direct question. How does somebody relate to the feelings and experiences of others?
To relate to the feelings and experiences of others, one must be able to empathize with their situation. This involves understanding how the other person is feeling and being able to put oneself in the other person's shoes. Additionally, it is important to practice active listening and ask questions to further explore the other person's thoughts and feelings. Finally, it is important to be compassionate and show understanding, which can help build a sense of connection and trust.
Amazing. Okay. So she kind of listed both the other two. So it was relating to the feelings and experience of others, offer understanding and support, and active listening and reflective listening. So there's one more untied thread here. Please let us know how to offer understanding and support when empathizing with others.
When empathizing with others, it is important to offer understanding and support. This can involve offering non judgmental words of encouragement, validating the other person's experience, and showing genuine care and concern. Additionally, it is important to be patient and understanding, and to understand that everyone handles situations differently. Finally, it is important to be available to listen and to provide a safe space for the other person to express themselves without judgment or criticism.
How would somebody offer non-judgmental words of encouragement? to somebody if they are complaining?
Yes, one can offer non judgmental words of encouragement to somebody if they are complaining. This could involve phrases such as I understand, it's okay to feel that way, or I'm here for you. Additionally, it is important to show genuine care and understanding, which can help the other person to feel heard and supported.
Any other helpful phrases that may not be so cliche?
Some other helpful phrases that may not be as cliche include I see how that must have been difficult for you. Is there anything I can do to help? And please let me know if you need anything. These phrases demonstrate genuine care and understanding of the other person's feelings, which can be very comforting in a difficult situation.
I see how that must have been difficult for you. Amazing. Let's elaborate a little bit more on the third subtopic, please.
Yes, the third subtopic I mentioned was compassion. Compassion is the ability to relate to another person's suffering with kindness and understanding. To practice compassion, one must be able to recognize the suffering of another person, listen without judgment or criticism, and offer emotional support. Additionally, it is important to be aware of our own biases and assumptions when interacting with someone else, as these can impact how we perceive and respond to them.
Okay, yes. And how can we, could we, you mentioned three things that one needs to be able to do to be compassionate. Can you let us know how to practice the first of those three things?
Yes, the first of those three things is to recognize the suffering of another person. This involves being aware of the other person's emotions and feelings, without judgment or criticism. Additionally, it is important to take a moment to practice active listening, ask questions, and be open to the other person's perspective, which can help to create an environment of understanding and trust. Additionally, it is important to show genuine care and concern, which can help the other person to feel heard and supported.
The AI quit responding. I don't know if there's a limiter on it, but I will continue on with the questioning of the 6 subtopics to get to the grand topic. Like, subscribe so that you get the notification that I'm going to be doing on part 2.